Hi, and welcome to Andy's Let's Plays. Today we're playing Tera.
Hi guys, welcome back to episode number 135 of Andy's Big Sorcerer Let's Play. First thing we're going to do here, other than applying our infused charms, is to, well, we've already got this major infused charm, so we're only going to get a major or greater. There we go, major's good. We're going to try and take on some of these Shiranar or Shiranar enforcers. Now these are just sort of hanging out in this area up here, I guess. So we need to find our way past these frosty Wendigo guys. And the Shiranar enforcers should be around level 58 or 59. As such, it's going to be a little bit tough to take them down. They're only level 58. We should be just fine. Let's take one on. Yeah, with the amount of damage we're dealing to them, we should be a-okay. Yeah, it looks like they're going down pretty decently. Now we do seem to run out of easily accessible spells pretty early on there. Now I dropped the dot on him in order to put some extra damage down, which is good because he dodged that plasma blast and whatnot. So based on that fight, they'll definitely take down our shield, which is kind of worrying. I don't know that I really want to engage one without the shield active. They dish out a lot of damage. They're pretty quick. If we can hit them a lot starting out, then we might be okay. Yeah, it looks like that's going okay. I'll try to blink away from him. Oh boy. But they seem to hit both with melee and in at least an area in front of them. There we go. So I gotta be careful to avoid standing in front of them too much. We got our shield back. This should make it a bit easier. The upside of this is that we get 150,000 XP per kill, so that's a lot. 16 guys, that's going to get us, should be over 2 million XP, at least 2 million. Oh boy, lots of drops. Alright, Gravehide, Bomb, Rune, Lightning Essence. I guess I'm just a lot less wary when I have the shield up, because it seems like without the shield we only took about 10,000 damage. With the shield we took at least the 13 that's required to bring that down, so it's kind of interesting. Alright, let's take another one on. I want to try to make use of that, and put the dot on him as soon as possible in order to get a lot of extra damage. Avoid the melee, and there we go. We only got hit once, that's not too bad. Good, and we've gotten 4 of them down, so we're a quarter of the way done. Come on, Shiranar Enforcer. There we go. Oh, that kind of worked out interestingly. Let's get the dot on him before it's too late. There we go. And good. Nice. There's another one down. Alright, so I'm going to activate our regen. We definitely still have our charm up, but that used a lot of mana. Which is not too surprising, since we're trying to push a lot of damage in a short amount of time. Oh, that was a stupid mistake. I accidentally canceled the cast on that. It also seems like some of their attacks may drain our mana. I'm not certain, but the surprisingly low amount of mana that we've had leads me to believe that may be the case. Oh boy. Okay. Good, we were actually able to teleport away there. Come on, stay back. There we go. Good, good, good. Nice. Alright, we can activate that again and trigger our regen. Seems like we really just are not keeping up. I want to check real quick. Yeah, we've got all our crystals intact. I'm a little tempted to swap out a Hunter's for a Pristine Brilliant. We do have another Pristine Brilliant, but if we do so, we're going to be losing almost 10% of our damage, and that would not be good for our kill rate. So, kind of a downside there. There we go. Unfortunately, our hailstorm did little to nothing that time, but should be pretty much offset by the fact that I was able to land some over-channeled Void Pulse and stuff like that, as well as getting the dot on. So that didn't go too badly. Our shield's still up. It looks like we're doing better at avoiding their various attacks. There we go. Actually let that complete this time. And we are low on mana. That's a problem. Here we go. We'll lure him back into the hailstorm. I love that that tracks them even when they do stupid jumps like that. I will say that since the latest patch, which was, I believe, yesterday, I've noticed something unusual about the way that the cooldowns occur on spells, especially ones with shorter cooldowns. It seems like it's checking that against the server or something, because it ends up kind of jittering in places, which I found kind of interesting. So if you notice the little cooldown grayed out dial sections, sometimes it kind of looks like they are shaking a little bit, as in jumping a slight amount to either side being more or less cooled down, and just moving around. I don't know. It struck me as interesting, and it may not be because of anything server side. It just I hadn't noticed it before, so as far as I can tell, it's just been since the last patch. Oh boy. Nice. We should have this guy now. Avoid his melee. And as long as... yeah, we didn't get aggro from that other guy. Oh, we got hit, but that's okay. Alright, there we go. That is 10 enforcers down. I think we're doing a decently good job, considering this is a level 58 or 59 quest. Okay, that's fine. I don't like that delay in the triggering of the... wow, what are you doing, dude? Just strafing around? I don't like the delay in the triggering of the chain spell. There we go, nice, he ran right into it, cool. That's what you get for running away. Alright, here we go, we got another one now. But yeah, that delay in the chain spell triggering is what caused that to, let's see, there we go, hit him with the over-channeled blast. Looks like he caught the entire hailstorm, which is just fantastic. And I have not seen them using that, like, forward magic blast thing for the past couple of fights, which is kind of interesting. I don't believe we're engaging a different type of enemy than we were a few minutes ago, but they seem to have kind of switched tactics. Alright. Let's take this guy down. There we go. That's a good, solid hit. Nice. Good, good, good. Unfortunately, that didn't seem to hit. Okay, there we go. That's 13 of them. Wow. Alright, so we only have 3 left. And then give us 24, 25 seconds of regen, which we should be able to use on this next fight. Congrats to, I think it was Agdar, just completed some enchanting. Nice. Alright. The reason I was strafing around like that was in order to try and keep them pretty much in the circle. Alright, there we go. As long as I could keep him in the hailstorm, I could keep taking damage, so that was my goal. Alright, we need 2 more of these guys. Let's just get this done, and then we can go explore the Plane of the Damned. Come on, there we go. Nice. Finally enough mana to, oh man, and it misses? Our stupid spell missed. Dang it. Somehow these guys are, like, not getting slowed down at all by our various, ice things. There we go. Take that. Alright, we'll gather up this stuff. We got 14 more seconds of regen, which is good. We got more shield as well. Alright. There we go. Good, good. Blast him at close range so you can't avoid it. Slow him down again. There, they use the wind burst. It looks like a boomerang or something. So I guess they are still using that spell. There we go. That caught him. Alright, so that's 16 of those. Let's go try and run back. We'll turn this in, and then we will head down to the furnace, into the furnace in the Plane of the Damned. And that should be sort of exciting to explore, because I believe that might be a little bit lower level than what we're doing here. So more aimed at the 57-58 demographic, which is perfect for us since we are 93% of the way to 58. So that's spot on. Let's see what we get for this. Elodin, it chose poorly. Alright. Wow, so 2,600 more XP. We are at 98%. So I think we're right on target to succeed in actually getting level 58 this episode. So we may pay ourselves a little visit back to Velica in order to pick up some spells and then fly back out here. Maybe we'll pick up spells at the end of the episode. Kind of depends on when we get this done. So, Plane of the Damned. We want to go to the Molten Chamber entrance. But also, we've got other zone quests. We have Assault the Assaulters and Cure for Deadly Venom. So, oh boy, we want to avoid pulling aggro here, but we need to kill Warpool and Thulsen Chargers, and then we need to get Tera Let. So we'll work on this first, since this is kind of an intermediary to our story quests, I think. Hey, we got post. What is this? Unread messages X1. Huh. Well, I'm pretty darn curious, so I guess we'll get that when we get to Velica. All right, let's get some Tera Root, and let's get Warpool. All right, here's a Thulsen Charger. These guys are also level 58. They're probably not to be messed around with. Those are some big axes. Alright. Come on, thing. The one thing that I really dislike about that damage over time spell is that I would say that it's probably the buggiest ability that I have. It seems like it triggers really inconsistently, and I'm trying to fire it, and it's just like refreshing the initial spell instead of actually locking on. And I don't know. It's not very. Maybe it's just because I haven't used it much, and that's a fair point. So I will continue to use it and try to get better with it before, you know, deciding that it's not worth using at all or anything like that. But it definitely seems to me like it's not very user-friendly in terms of activating it quickly while you're in the midst of combat, and that sort of strikes me as problematic. There we go. I'm just sorry having to do some sort of keyboard gymnastics using different fingers to hit different keys while I'm running in certain directions. Alright. So I apologize for... I know I normally have kind of loud keyboard clicks. I use a G15, a Logitech G15, and I'm going to run into town now to check the mail because our charm wore off, so we need to refresh that anyway. Oh, and there are more quests here. Hello. Cold as a Witch. And Demon's Scream. Alright, so we got more stuff to do. Definitely gotta do those. But yeah, I have a G15, and it's not the loudest of keyboards, but it can be pretty loud. And I realize that translates sometimes to be recording. Oh my. And I do apologize about that, but there's basically nothing I can do about that while still picking up my voice. So, oh boy. Alright, well, parcel post. Brokerage. Oh, it's just an expired listing. Alright. So we'll accept that and delete the mail. Here I thought it was going to be something exciting, and in some ways it's kind of like a little present, but in other ways it's kind of like a nobody wants your stuff, so that's a little bit of a downer. Alright, so let's go back out here and we'll take on some more Thulson Chargers. We may very well end up hitting 58 prior to finishing this quest. So, if that's the case, hey, the extra damage and protection afforded us by our level 58 spells will probably warrant going back and getting them before continuing. So, we may even get to try them out a bit this time, which would be cool. No, you stay back, you charger. It's funny, for guys named Chargers, they really don't do very much charging. They just sort of stand and swing and stuff. They should be called Thulson Swingers instead. Oh, and Derp, I totally forgot. We need to put down a campfire and recharm ourselves since that has worn off. What can we get? Is it a major? Yes, it is. Major infused charm. Nice. Alright, let's get this guy. I think these are the same type of guys that we had to kill before for this, that escort quest and whatnot. That always peeves me a little bit when I feel like we probably should have done stuff in a different order to be more efficient. But oh well. First time playing through an area, there's only so much we can do, you know? Alright, so let's go ahead and fire this up. Ooh. Ah, dang. Oh, nope, he didn't dodge that. I thought he dodged that successfully. I was going to be irritated with him for that, but nope. And he fell over into our hailstorm too, which is perfect. Oh, I thought that would kill him. Not so much. Alright. Good. Oh, hello. Hello, Mr. Thulson Charger. Alright. Let's get you. Bam, bam, bam. Alright, let's try to shoot him with Void Pulse once we get the mana. Alright, this is not going well. I mean, it's not going awful, but there we go. Alright. Cleansing Tirkai. So I guess we're getting a quest to send us to Val Tirkai as well. Let's check that out. If we go into our log, yeah. Nope, those are zone quests. Okay, here we go. Level 59, Cleansing Tirkai. So, nice. This Argon War Chain, if we get to this next one, these are probably going to be group quests that we can't really complete. So we'll complete this one, then we'll finish up the rest of the solo stuff in this zone, and then move on to Cleansing Tirkai. But for now, in order to continue to power up and whatnot, let's go ahead and use Velik's Horn. We'll head back to Velika and see what new abilities we get this time. Then we can work our way back here, and we should be able to at least make a bit more progress on this quest, if not finish it up. So, I like to try and plan this stuff out, since it makes it, I don't know, I feel like it makes it go a little more smoothly if you kind of get a good idea of where you're going, and what you're supposed to be doing, all that, so. Alright, Sorcerer Trainer, let's learn some skills. So we get a new level of Ice Needle, awesome. New level of Magma Bomb, cool. Glacial Retreat, very cool. And we get a spell called Mana Volley. Up to 4 targets within 15 meters lose 25% of their total mana. And more mana over time. Hitting any target restores up to 25% of your total MP. Interesting. So this is a spell that causes enemies to lose mana over time, and then when I hit them, it restores my mana. Oh, it affects only other players. Okay. That's vastly less useful than I thought. Alright, and Hailstorm 2. So this one does 6,600, whereas our previous one did 4,500. So, big upgrade there as well. Very cool. And then we gotta check this out. We probably will only have glyphs available for this new Mana Volley. This is for Mana Volley. This is for Nerve Exhaustion, so not terribly useful. And then we have a glyph at level 60 for Stone Skin, so I suppose Stone Skin is the last spell that we will get that is new, and that is one that we will be getting at level 60, so I'm going to go ahead and go. This is good because we've gotten new spells for at least 3 of our major DPS abilities. The Ice Needle, Magma Bomb, and Hailstorm. So, very awesome. We're going to catch a flight back over, I believe, to Alamanthia. I got to check where we are, actually. So let's see. Plain of Damned. All this stuff is in that place, so we want to fly to Kayator. Alright. Flight point to Kayator. Alright, and then we will, from Kayator, head to Lorcada again, or Lorcada. So I'm going to go ahead and skip that, just to spare you guys the trip, but we'll take on some more of those enemies in a second. Okay, so we are back here outside of Habire, and we're going to try this out. So we should be a little bit stronger. Oh, and it's worth noting now we can use these various things. So I'm going to go ahead and equip these boots. Yes. And we will equip these earrings as well. So I'm going to remove the Keening Cry and equip Whisper of Death instead. So, hey, we got somebody whispering us. Sid Gray. Thanks. He said he likes the bits, so thank you very much, Sid Gray. Alright, let's go ahead and activate our shield and just try this out a little bit. See what the new abilities do to a level 58. Bam, bam, bam. So if, it might just be me, but it definitely seems like that guy died a bit easier than our previous foes. And I just forgot, we should run back into town here, and we need to get out of our bank the weapon that we were sent at a lower level, so we definitely need to do that. Nice to see how someone else plays the sword. Oh, sorry, we just kind of running into walls there because I was auto-running while typing. But here we go, banker. Let's go to our bank, and our bank is all screwed up still. So let's get this out. Enigmatic Caldera Focus. That's pretty exciting. It's a level 11, tier 11 that is. Now this starts out at 2,300 and 6,000 impact. It's obscured by enigmas. We are definitely going to need to work with this thing. So let's go back to our normal bank. Here we go. There we go. Got our Alcahest. Now, what we're going to want to do here is pick up... I apologize, Sid Gray, for not responding at the moment, but I want to just work on this briefly before we finish the episode. So, we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those, and 10 of these common enigmatic scrolls. Actually, we'll get 11 identifications since it's going to take us 1 to get started. So what we're going to want to do here is just pull this thing down so it's out of the way. There we go. So we're going to use the identification scroll on this. So starting out, we get 5% more when we attack from behind, mana return using a skill, extra damage for aggro. Alright, that's good, but not that good. So I'm going to go ahead and reset it. And hope for some plus attack speed, that kind of thing. So boss damage, prone damage, highest aggro. Nope. Reset it again. And this is the typical re-rolling that we do with anything. So now we got 4.5% more on boss monsters, plus 8% attack speed at the plus 3, and 5.3% more damage when we attack prone monsters. So that's pretty good. I'm gonna say that's probably where we want to leave it for now, though we can try and re-roll it more later. So what I'm gonna do is unequip these. We'll equip the Caldera Focus, since right off the bat it should be better, I believe, than our current weapon. Yep. And then we are going to crystal it, which is good, and we got 1, 2 level 11 weapons, so we can start enchanting them with that. But then we're going to want to purchase some more, and we may continue this next time, but we're probably going to want to purchase some more fodder in order to continue to enchant this thing. So let's see. Successfully got it to plus 2. That's good. Now what we want to do is pick up some greens or whites depending on what the cost is. So we'll go to weapons, any weapons, level 58 to 58 since we want tier 11. There we go. Actually, let's try 56 to 58. Does that get us still tier 11? Yeah, that's still working. Alright, and let's sort by lowest buy now. So, these are only 4 gold. If we go up to uncommons, they start out at 9. Yeah, let's just go ahead and buy 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Go ahead and do that, and then we can go in. Oh, actually, hang on. We gotta get collect all. There we go. Alright, so now if we go in, we can open this up, put that in, put in one of these, some Alcahest, And let's try to enchant this thing. So it's already a very good weapon. We got it to +3, so we get +8% attack speed. That's very good for us. That brings it definitely up to par with our old weapon. Now, our old weapon is superior rarity, and it is, let's see, tier 11, and we could sell it for 45 gold, but what we may want to do is get this. Oh, we actually need more alkahest, so let's go ahead and go to the broker here, the merchant, and just pick up a bit more alkahest. Like 100 more. There we go. Nice. So we got some alkahest. We can enchant. And once we get this thing to +5, which I want to try and do with greens or maybe a blue if we pick one up on the auction house. Yeah, let's see how expensive blues are. Search weapons, rare, and 58 to 58. 33 gold. That's a lot, but I guess we can try greens again. Yeah, we could get 3 greens for the same price as a blue, so 1, 2, 3, and we will go to brokered purchases, collect. Alright. So I apologize this has taken a little while, but we want to try and do what we can here, so we can go ahead and use this. Now, if we can get this to +5, we'll almost certainly succeed enchanting with a superior quality item. Generally, they're used for things like +7, +8, +9, that kind of thing. Alright, so we got it to +5. I want to use up this one. And then, if this does not succeed, we'll use our superior weapon in order to try and get +6. So, this item is enchanted. Are we sure we want to use it as a raw material? Yes. Alright, so, with any luck, we will succeed in enchanting to +6. Yeah, so we got +6. That's 5.3% more damage when we attack prone monsters. That's pretty good. So maybe next time we'll look at re-rolling it a bit. But for now, I'm going to just go ahead and bank and deposit these so that we've got them and sort up our inventory. But next time we'll look at if we want to do anything else to this weapon, or if we want to look at getting some new armor or something like that. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye!